Hello, people. Welcome to the Meet Mentor YouTube channel. Imagine working with someone who is really skilled but lacks the necessary morals. You don't trust them. They have the necessary connections. They possess the necessary talents. But they haven't bought into you. They aren't team players, even if they make excellent team players. They are selfish. Which priorities do you use? If you want more of this content, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. I had a friend yesterday who came up to me and said he's about to end a business relationship. They had an investor relationship together, but they had fallen out. He says that he can't do business with this person. I said, why? I said, let me tell you how I process who I do business with and who I don't long term, and this is my formula, after a series of questions. I gave it to him, and he said, oh my, this is so much clearer. I responded, I'm going to have to put this into a how-to. This is how these things function. When it comes to the people I do business with, I have a variety of criteria here. One is character, another is trust, a third is work ethic, and we also have vision and someone who has bought into it. Other criteria include competency, skill set, Rolodex, and contacts. Now that you have a general idea of what we're looking at, on the side to the left, I've ranked them from 0 to 10 so you can rank them in various categories. If you like my criteria, kindly like this video. Next, I'll explain trust to you in a manner that will make a lot of sense to you, but first let's look at the first character. Is this person someone to conduct business with at the lowest level? Anything less than 4, and they would lie, cheat, and steal to get what they want, no matter the cost. Then, it's 4 to 7. They're honest but selfish, meaning that they want to do this and make money, and no, they won't try to overpay for themselves. I'm okay with that because there's still a component of honesty there, but they're selfish. The last one is anything above 8, 9, 10. Fair, reasonable, honest. And a team player meaning solid character. I can do business with this guy because he's a solid character. Well, obviously you want the number to be as high as possible next. Trust strangers, acquaintances, friends, and potential running mates. You might even give yourself a score. For example, if you're thinking about a person. Let's just assume that John, based on his persona, is 7.5. In reality, however, I think he's more of a 5. He may be a 2, or he could be 9. Or he could be an 8. I completely trust this guy. Does he have a strong work ethic? You may be able to trust them if they have a great character and are exceptional people, but they may not want to work that hard. They may be more concerned with, I just want to do enough and I'm out, which could make them the next person to engage in sprints of hard work, where they work hard for 30 days and then disappear for 6 months. The last one is obsessive, driven, committed non-stop. So imagine if you have someone today with strong character. Is fair, reasonable, honest, a team player, a good running mate. You trust their workers who are obsessive driven and non-stop. We have something very special going on, right? But that's not enough. They'll go for 90 days and you won't see them for 6 months, so you know where to put them here. Then you have the last one who is obsessive driven and committed non-stop. The next one is vision and bought in. So let's say you sit down and start talking to John. You might say, you know what, he's a hater, he hasn't bought, and he's a total hit anything I say. But you don't realize this is not going to work right. He's a doubter. You know what? I don't know if it's going to work. But maybe I don't know, ardent adherent or vision tiny thinking large thinker on par with average. So clearly, if you have a partner that occupies all 4 of these positions, your relationship is doing quite well. If you're interested in more about my criteria for business partners, kindly comment down below. The next one is competency. And this is where you occasionally run into problems, because people with this level of competency could be amateurs, experienced professionals, or experts if they possess all 4. However, if they are amateurs, they are merely good team players who aren't yet capable of raising the company's value. But if you have someone whose skill set is expert but all of this is low, you don't have to go to sleep at night worrying that they're going to hurt you or harm you because you can't trust them. And you know they're not on your side, right? Instead, you can go to sleep without worrying about what they're going to do to you or harm you. The last but not least is Rolodex contacts, which can be categorized as being limited, broad, specialized, local, national, or international, as well as comprising wealthy individuals with significant influence. As you look at this, you can determine who you would like to do business with, so let's talk about this person. Now, let's say you work with someone who is your boss. When you consider his skill set, you realize that he is a big thinker who is obsessive, okay, and although he is someone you know well, and have known for some time, you don't trust him in the slightest. How will you deal with this person in the long run? You might say, this person I'm working with has all these things, but their expertise is low, but their contact is high, man. This guy's got a lot of good contact, and his last name is right. So he was willing to take advantage of his contacts and open it up so we can go do big things, raise money, or whatever it may be. If that boss is the one you report to, this brings me to a very important point. Recall how we discussed trust here on the yellow watch list. What should you do if someone you report to, such as your supervisor or a direct report, has an issue with your trust? Why is this so important, Patrick? Why is this? If the person you're doing business with and you're like, man, this coworker of mine is annoying. I don't trust this guy. But he doesn't have influence over you because you're a colleague, right? You don't report to him. He doesn't report to you. You just know. The final one, though, is that he reports to you. He may report to you, he may be competent at his job, he may be an average thinker, he may not even be a worker. Let's just suppose he's here and goes on sprints. He may even be an acquaintance of yours at this point, but you don't trust him at all. If you appreciate our content, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. However, since he is under your supervision, you still need to put some controls in place. To do this, put the entire chart I just gave you together, run everyone you do business with through it, and give them a score. For example, put a score next to John and say, John is a 7, John is a 5, John is a 4, John is a 9, John is a 7, and John is a 6. You get what I'm saying? Calculate your score next. The higher your score, the more total points you should get. As you're doing this, also do it in front of superiors. These are the individuals to whom I report. These are the people with whom I work. These are the individuals who report to me and their scores. So when you're looking at your supervisors, you may want to consider where you stand if the scores aren't too high, but if they are high, but if they are high, but if they are high. The right person watching this video will likely say, this is exactly what I had to watch because I've been struggling with the decision of somebody in business. I hope this made sense to you and was helpful. I don't think this video will go viral, but I do think the right person watching it will say, this is exactly what I had to watch because I've been struggling with the decision of somebody in business. That concludes today's video, then. Give this video a like, comment, and if you found it interesting, subscribe to our channel for more videos with similar themes. Till then, bye. I'll see you in the next video entitled, The Challenges Every Entrepreneur Will Experience While Starting Their Business.